Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum. This is part 2, hijab. Not so much the headpiece, but modesty. We're going to start off with a few hadiths and Quran verses. Here you go. Modesty. I'm going to read 3 of them. The Prophet ﷺ said, every religion has a distinctive quality, and the distinctive quality of Islam is modesty. Modesty is a part of faith, and faith leads to paradise. Obscenity is a part of the hardness of the heart, and the hardness of the heart leads to hell. Modesty and faith exist together. When one of them goes out, the other goes out.
Yay.
Okay.
And the ayah from the Quran, many people think that there is no distinct verse in the Quran about hijab, but it's actually here. It's in Surah Hijab, ayah 59. It says, "O Prophet, say to your wives and your daughters and the women of the believers that they let down upon them over garments, that this will be more proper, that they may be known, and thus they will not be given trouble. And Allah is forgiving, most merciful."
Okay, so obviously the importance of the hijab is a part of Islam. So it's not some mystical thing that some guy made up one day.
Yeah, it's part of faith.
It's a part of faith, and it's obviously modesty it's in relation with Islam. The importance of hijab. Hijab, as we said before, is not only this scarf you put upon your head.
It's not just a cloth.
It's not just a cloth. It's the way you act. It's the way you... Actually, it's the way you fully dress.
Yeah.
I mean, you can wear hijab and wear a bikini for all. That's not hijab. You can have a hijab on and curse out some lady at Walmart for not giving you oranges. Not hijab. You see what I'm saying?
There's 2 parts to it. There's the inner hijab and there's outer hijab. So it's not just about the external covering, but it's the inside of how you are, how you're representing your faith. Because when you wear the hijab, it's like you're identified as a Muslim, like you're a representative of your faith.
And that right there is the biggest thing. Before you begin wearing hijab, you need to understand the importance of hijab. When you put on hijab, automatically you become a symbol for Islam. When you do something, people will be like, oh, well, Muslims, you guys have all got it. Or one day you might have, I don't know, said something or did something, and then all of a sudden people are like, oh, so Muslims drink a lot of water. Oh, okay. And it's just like, no. But on a serious issue, when you wear hijab, you have to act as if you're wearing something that portrays you as a modest Muslim woman.
Yeah, You're basically what you do, your actions, people around you will associate that with Islam. So that's why what you have to do, you have to make sure that, just even though you're wearing that external cloth, that all your actions are in accordance with Islam. So you have to really think about this before you start. And
it's the hijab, especially the headscarf to be specific, is the biggest identifier that you are a Muslim.
Yeah.
So when you're doing something, there's always someone watching you.
And it sounds like, there's a lot of pressure on you, but honestly, when you start the hijab and when you have all your other priorities straight, it shouldn't be an obstacle. You have to prioritize the hijab. If you're not praying if you're not praying at all, then that's your biggest priority, not the hijab. So you need to prioritize according to that.
The thing about hijab is extremely important. But honestly, you think about it logically. If you never said the shahada, you wouldn't pray. If you never prayed, you wouldn't give zakat. If you never gave zakat, you would not fast. If you never fast, you would not go to Hajj. I mean, why would you?
Everything
builds upon each other.
It's a whole, it's not just you do one component and leave the rest out. It's everything all together. So once you have all that down, if you don't do the basics are what lead you to call yourself a Muslim. When you call yourself a Muslim, you submit yourself to God, and to submit yourself to God is to pray, to fast, to give zakat, to do all those things
to show this devotion.
Exactly.
You dress modestly.
Exactly.
You can't have a tree without a seed. You can't have a cookie without the batter. So in order to wear this hijab, you have to have
everything
your
else,
Islam down. Your deen has to be down.
Yeah. Before you get to that level.
And then a few tips that we can personally give from our experience wearing hijab is, before you even start wearing hijab, this is a big issue. Some girls, they'll just decide, oh, I'm going to start wearing hijab, but then they have I guess they have no hijabi clothes. They have their little tank tops and little.
And it's a gradual process, and it
doesn't take a day.
You can't within a day, if you go from having a wardrobe full of like tank tops and like tight mini skirts or like tight jeans, you can't go from that to automatically full on hijab like within a day. It takes time, and so you have to gradually build up your wardrobe, and then you'll try to do it as fast as you can. Start off with wearing like looser jeans, or start off with wearing like maybe skirts, looser
long
shirts.
sleeve shirts.
Yeah, long sleeve shirts, and then build your way up, and then maybe your friend can let you or give you a hijab. That's a great present. Whenever you're first starting, I think that's like. That made me so happy when somebody gave me a hijab. It was so exciting. I was like, yes.
You're kind of pressured into it. You have to wear it because it's a gift.
I know. And so just go ahead and get that hijab collection, and so it gradually make your way up, and so inshallah it'll become a lot easier that way. And we live in this society where our first video talked about the stigmas and stuff, but it's hard. I'm not gonna say that it isn't hard because and we identify with you because I was there a year ago. I barely started a year ago, so we can definitely identify with people who don't, and it's something that takes. Inshallah, pray for it. Allah's only source that can provide you with the strength and with that courage.
Yeah, it is hard, but I wore it a little while ago. What was it, 9th grade? And how do I explain it? You get over it. Honestly, we were joking last time. She's worn it a year, so she can tell you way more about. Like me, I'm after a year, you're over it. The stairs, they're funny. You start when you're with hijabi friends, 50% of your conversation will be about how you almost crashed into a car and then you started crying because you wanted them to think that hijabis are good car drivers. What's your name was talking about that? It's
funny.
It's funny. Honestly, the things people say become funny. Oh, this guy, he totally just started rumbling these weird satanic things to me. Okay. It just becomes really hilarious. Okay, let me just tell a short story. We were in the car. There was a homeless man. And before, if I just started hijab, I would have took this personally. I probably would have cried. We were in the thing, and I was about to give him money. But then we were thinking, we're okay, he's getting really close to the car. And then it was green, so we weren't about to, stop and then have the whole line of Walmart behind us. So we go by, and then, I forgot what he said, but it was something along the lines, find Jesus. And we were just we were oh my God. But then, those kind of things, at first that would bother you, right?
Yeah.
But you get over it. You get over it, inshallah, if you have the true intention, Allah will make it easy.
Yeah, seriously. Well, I'll tell us in the next video about how if you really are sincere about it, Allah will make will make it so much smoother for you. It'll be made so easy for you that by the end it'll become a part of who you are. The hijab will be it'll be like a limb to you. If you don't have it, it's you're missing a part of your body. It'll become that that important to you. So. Inshallah, once you grasp the importance, once you have prioritized, get the deen down, then start this, because this is a part of deen. This is an extension of your faith. And so once you have the basic 5 pillars, the basic, prayer and the other aspects of it.
Get 5 down, and then
and then start.
Get that 5 down. And not so much Hajj, but
know
the importance of Hajj. Yeah. Know the importance of zakat. Because I know some people, they live with their parents. They don't have jobs. Mm-hmm. If you know the importance of Hajj, and then if you have your deen down, the hijab makes so much sense. If your deen's down, oh my gosh, hijab's not voodoo. It's not. It makes so much sense.
And it's I think there's a lot of cultural misconceptions about it that it's an option, it's sunnah, but it's an obligation. It's an obligation upon us, and so. A lot of cultures most of the people in the country don't wear hijab, and they automatically think that it's not part of faith, but it's a part of faith. So inshallah, try and it'll happen. And that's the second part
of our hijab videos. Any questions or comments, comment below. And visit missiondawa.blogspot.com and our Tumblr, www.missiondawa.tumblr.com.
Jazakallah khair.